everyone, it's Nisha. Today I wanted to review for you Famous Dave's Self-Tan, and this is the small batch reserve. I was sent this by a company and I was very excited to try it because I'm sure you all have heard about Famous Dave's. It has been established since 1998, so there is a lot of work and research that's gone through this product or his products. The thing is, it's not just a fake tan. This is like a skincare for your body as well because it has a lot of good ingredients. This is paraben free, this is cruelty free as well, and mine is in medium to dark. This tan is fortified with organic argan oil, hyaluronan, which is some sort of hyaluronic acid, coenzyme Q10, which is well known for anti-aging, and matrixyl 3000, which is my number one peptide anti-aging peptide that I love, and I love when I have that in my face creams. So this is your self-tan with skincare benefits and good skincare benefits. So when I first received it, for some reason, I don't know if it was because of the color of the bottle, but I thought it would be very dark when you squeezed it, like with a color guide, because that's what I normally use. I don't remember last time I've used tan in a cream form and colorless at that. I always felt, so when I saw that, I thought, I'm not sure because I don't have that guide color. Am I gonna look all patchy? So I wasn't very keen and I didn't try it for a very long time. And one day I thought, okay, I need to do it because I mostly use sprays which have color guide. So I tried that on. I put it on sort of on my upper body. I think I still have a bit left, not much now because I think I've applied it 2 weeks ago. So if you think about it, I still have tiny bit left, not on my hands because obviously, can you see my hands are a bit lighter because you wash your hands more often throughout the day. It probably comes off your hands much quicker. But I have still tiny bit left. So I've applied it to my top part of my body and just on one leg to see the difference. And I have applied it with a self-tan mitt, any mitt that you have. I think this is like, for me, the best way of applying any self-tan. I think you get most even coverage. So anyway, I applied that one evening. You have to wait probably 2 to 5 minutes for it to sink in because it is cream. Let me actually squeeze some out so you can see. There it is. So it's just white, just off-white color. Better take it off. I want to just have one bit of fake tan on my hand. It doesn't really have any specific smell. Just, I can't even describe it, but it's not overpowering. It's nothing that you can smell like with a lot of self-tanners. So I've applied it that evening. I woke up the next day and I had color, but even though this is medium dark, it was so natural, just like sun-kissed, and I was so surprised. At first I thought, oh, now I shower it off and it'll be even lighter. But then I forgot that this doesn't have guide color. So the color you see in the morning is the color you will be even if you shower. I don't know if you find that when you use fake tans with the color guide, I love it when I first put it on and I look so dark, and as it develops I look really dark. Then I wake up the next morning, wash off the guide color, and I feel a bit disappointed, although I still have color, but it's much lighter because what you see, a lot of it is just the guide color. So that was quite surprising. Another plus for me was I thought, wow, I actually didn't have to worry about getting into bed and having my sheets next day all dirty and brown. So that was another good point. So now I really like it because of that. Whereas before I wouldn't buy a tanner without color guide. It had its advantages. I was also surprised how evenly applied, considering that I haven't really prepared my skin. I couldn't be bothered to, exfoliate because it's winter, and I just really wanted to quickly try this tan. And I was very surprised how even it looked, and especially my hands. So what I did, if I did that side with the mitt, with whatever I had left, I just went over my hands with it. So my hands looked really good. And then the next day I put another layer on, the next night. And in the morning my tan was quite intense then. It was really nice, I would say medium dark color. So you can get out of this medium dark, you can get very natural tan if you just put one layer on, and you can get more intense color if you reapply it the next day, and maybe even the next day you would go even darker. So all in all, I'm quite impressed with this. I wouldn't say for now that this is my favorite, but this is really good, and because of the really nice ingredients, it's good for your skin as well. So I didn't feel like it dried out my skin. Like some tans you notice, especially on your hands, after a couple of days when you have fake tan, that your hands start looking really dry and crepey almost. I noticed that with a lot of tans, but I didn't notice it with that. So I think this is very easily available. You can get it on Amazon. In the UK there used to be a dedicated website, but now when I go to it, it takes me to some, I can't remember, it takes me to some other website. But yeah, you can easily get this tan on internet. Yeah, so I do like it. If you are someone that prefers the tan in cream formulation, and you don't like the color guide because it makes your sheets dirty or for whatever reason, if you like to be able to adjust the depth of your tan, this is great for you, because like I said, if you just put one layer you get really lovely natural golden tan, and then if you want it deeper, then you keep applying it maybe 3 times a week or something like that. Like I said, this will be probably 2 weeks now, and I still have some left. If you compared my two legs, one is still a bit darker than the other, but I would expect for it to last good 10 days, and that depends as well how many layers you have applied. So I suppose it lasts the same time as most tans. Washes off quite well. The only problem I had, which I always have with any tan, is around my watch, where your watch rubs and you can see then where your tan has rubbed off. But other than that, I don't have any funky looking patches. So yes, I would definitely recommend it if that's the formula and type that you like. There is so many tanners out there that is so hard to choose, but I will always tell you about the tanners that I use and how I feel about them. But I love the idea of the ingredients in this tan, the argan oil, coenzyme Q10 and Matrix 3000. So yeah, it's worth looking at. Okay, so that was my quick review of the small batch reserve from Famous Dave's Tan. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you soon. Bye.